A soft meowing sound drifted through the evening air, catching his attention as he relaxed at home. Something about the cry seemed urgent and desperate. He stepped outside to investigate and discovered several tiny kittens scattered around his yard. The little ones were clearly struggling, searching desperately for any food they could find while trying to drink from a dirty puddle that had formed after the recent rain. His heart went out to these helpless babies as he watched them stumble around on unsteady legs. Without thinking twice, he carefully gathered them up one by one, feeling how light and fragile they were in his hands. Inside his house, he quickly filled a clean bowl with fresh water and set it down where the kittens could reach it easily. They drank eagerly, their tiny tongues working fast to satisfy their thirst. While he was busy helping the kittens get settled, a man from the neighborhood approached him. The neighbor had been watching the rescue and mentioned seeing another kitten somewhere down the street. This news worried him because leaving even one kitten alone outside could mean the difference between life and death. He asked the neighbor to keep an eye on the kittens he had already rescued while he went to search for the missing one. Walking carefully along the street, he checked under parked cars and behind trash bins. Finally, he spotted a small shape hiding beneath an old car. The kitten was pressed against the back wheel, trying to make itself as small as possible. Getting down on his hands and knees, he spoke softly and reached out slowly. The scared kitten backed away further, but eventually allowed him to pick it up gently. When he returned with the newly found kitten, he noticed an adult cat had appeared near his house. For a moment, hope filled his chest as he thought this might be the mother cat looking for her babies. However, as he watched carefully, the adult cat showed no interest in the kittens at all. It wandered around for a few minutes before disappearing again, leaving the kittens still without their mother. Just as he thought all the kittens were safe, another faint meowing reached his ears. This sound came from a different direction, near the storm drain at the edge of his property. Following the cries, he found one more kitten trapped under a large pipe. This little one was soaking wet and shaking with both cold and fear. The frightened kitten reacted badly when he tried to help. It hissed loudly and tried to scratch him with its tiny claws. Understanding that the kitten was simply terrified, he pulled out a small container of creamy treat that he always kept for situations like this. He squeezed a small amount onto his finger and held it near the kitten. The smell of food slowly overcame the fear, and the kitten began to lick the treat carefully. This simple act of offering food created trust between them. The kitten stopped hissing and allowed him to pick it up without fighting. He used soft paper tissues to gently dry the wet fur, being extra careful around the sensitive areas. The kitten gradually relaxed in his warm hands, finally understanding that this human meant no harm. Back inside his home, he had prepared a safe space for all the rescued kittens. He set up clean bowls for water and food, making sure everything was at the right height for such small animals. Soft blankets were arranged in a quiet corner where the kittens could rest without being disturbed. The room was warm and peaceful, exactly what these traumatized babies needed to start healing. As the hours passed, he watched the kittens begin to show their true personalities. Some were brave and curious, while others remained shy and cautious. All of them were grateful for the safety and comfort they now had. They ate the specially prepared kitten food with enthusiasm and curled up together for warmth when it was time to sleep. That night, as he checked on them one last time, he felt the deep satisfaction that comes from knowing you have made a real difference. These kittens had been facing an uncertain future on the streets, where hunger, cold, and danger threatened their survival every day. Now they had everything they needed to grow into healthy, happy cats. The transformation from scared, hungry strays to content, safe pets reminded him why animal rescue work is so important. Every abandoned animal deserves a chance at a good life, and sometimes all it takes is one person willing to step up and help. These kittens would never again have to worry about finding food or shelter, because someone cared enough to listen when they called for help. What names would you choose for these brave little survivors who overcame such a difficult start in life? Share your creative ideas in the comments, and remember to subscribe for more amazing rescue stories that show how love and kindness can change everything for animals in need.